Hi, my name is Visualforce, and I'm an instructor with itsfantastic.net, pronounced by some as itisfantastic.net. It's my pleasure being with you in this session today, so if at any time you do have any questions, you could email us at the address below, instructor@itsfantastic.net. Also, please do not hesitate to consider us for any of your training needs, as we provide a variety of formats, including on-site training, as well as training via our learning management system, our LMS, at www.learnitcoursesonline.com. At IT is Fantastic, we also provide IT staffing, development, and project management, as well as professional services and production support. So depending on your business needs, do not hesitate to reach out to us via our LinkedIn, Facebook, website, or email us. We'll make it worth your message. Thank you. Visualforce Tags. Visualforce is a framework that allows developers to build sophisticated, custom user interfaces that can be hosted natively on the Lightning platform. The Visualforce Framework includes a tag-based markup language similar to HTML. As such, Visualforce consists of a variety of tags which are used to build high-quality applications by developers. Visualforce consists of a series of XML markup tags, which are also called as components. Visualforce tags can be divided into the following 8 categories, namely number 1, input tags, number 2, output tags, number 3, select tags, number 4, form tags, number 5, page tags, number 6, action tags, number 7, style tags, and number 8, others. Input tags can best be described as tags where we receive input from the user. For example, if we would like the user to enter their name or address, we would need a text box for them to enter their name. Or if there's a question where we'd like to ask if the user have completed an assignment, we could use a checkbox. The table listed here shows us some of those input tags. Output tags. Simply stated, output tags are used when we would like to display something on the screen. For instance, if we would like to display a link or relabel, we would use an output tag. And the table lists some of the other output tags. Third category of tags are select tags. As we can see in the table, the select tags allows the users options and selections, such as the selection checkbox, radio, selection list, and vote. The next is the form tags. We would use form tags, for example, in the case where we would like to submit a form. Page tags. If we would like to create multiple sections in a page, for example, then we would use page tags, and we can see a list of those on the screen. Number 6 are action tags. Action tags are used, for example, in cases where we would like to ensure that when a user clicks on a button, certain things happen. Programmatically speaking, action tags decide which methods we would invoke when our buttons are clicked, and we can see a list of those. Number 7, style tags. Style tags relate to the style of our Visualforce page. For instance, if we would like to redesign the boundaries or add some colors, we will use style tags. Number 8, other tags. We can see a list of those on the screen. But it's important to note that there's nearly 90 tags that are available for Visualforce pages. And so with this, we have covered the 8 main Visualforce tag categories. Visualforce page consists primarily of 2 elements. Visualforce markup, and in Visualforce markup we write all tags, JavaScript, HTML between the 2 epics page tags. And then the second one is Visual Controller, which consists of a set of instructions, and this contains the getter method. Now this time we're going to go back and revisit the epics page tag, because after this slide we're going to look at our example in creating our epics page tag. Epics page is a single Visualforce page. All pages must be wrapped inside a single page component tag. This component supports HTML pass-through attributes using the HTML prefix. Pass-through attributes are attached to the generated HTML tag. At this time, we would like to create our first epics page. As such, we must have an epics page tag. And remember that anytime we create an epics Visualforce page, the epics page tag is the basic tag that will have to be implemented. As such, it is the most top tag that is required to create a Visualforce page. The epics page tag can only be used once inside a page, while all the other tags will need to be enclosed inside the epics page tag. And now we'll start our example.
Well, welcome to the lab. In this session, we're going to create our first Visualforce page. The requirements shows us on number 2 that the title is going to be my Visualforce page. And then we want to display the message on our page, Visualforce pages are awesome. And after that, we're just going to acquaint ourselves a little bit more with Visualforce pages and how to interact with that. So the first step is creating that link. Again, there's different ways that we can create Visualforce pages, as mentioned in the session where we configured our developer instance. We're going to take a shortcut where we're going to type in epics/myVisualforce page. That page does not exist. So it's going to give us the option right there to create our page. We're going to click on it. Notice that it has the message, congratulations. But what we want to display is the message, Visualforce pages are awesome. So I'm just going to copy and paste. And this is where our message is. So we'll just paste it over that. And we're going to talk about the markups here in a second, but we'll go ahead and save that. And voila, that's how easy it is to create a page and put that message out there in our force page. So congratulations in creating your first Visualforce page. So a couple of things about the interface. The first one is you can see some of the shortcuts that we have if we want to increase the font so we can see a little bit more clearly. And this is where we can save our code. A lot of this code was there by default, and we're going to explain it here in a second. Notice how we have an opening tag and our ending tag. And of course, in here is where we have our header. That's where we placed our message, which displays up there. And so we mentioned earlier, anytime we create an epics Visualforce page, the epics page tag is the basic, referring to this here. It is the basic tag that we'll have to implement. It is the topmost tag that is required to create a Visualforce page. The epics tag can only be used, the epics page tag can only be used once inside a page, while all the other tags will need to be enclosed inside of the epics page tag. So everything else goes in between those two. So we're going to be doing more Visualforce development. It's kind of nice to know the different ways to be able to go in and build our code, our Visualforce pages. So one way is through, when you go to your setup, you're going to have the option of developer console. And in here is where I have my option to go in and develop my Visualforce pages. Another way is where I can go into my setup. Of course, one of the nice features of Salesforce is being able to have your quick finds and just type in visual. I'm going to have the option of Visualforce pages, click there. It even gives me a list of all the different pages, the Visualforce pages that I have available to me, where I can go in and do things such as edit, which is to modify them or delete them or modify the security to give access and so on. Now, as we're building more Visualforce components, it's kind of nice to know some of the other features and some of the shortcuts that are available. For instance, I'd like to see the different attributes that go along with the epics page tag. All you have to do is press Control or Control in spaces and cases, and you'll have a drop down that shows us all of the different attributes that are available. We're going to be covering more of those attributes, but for now, as we can see, it's pretty much a way of being able to build on that. So if I wanted to show, for example, the sidebar that's on the left side, I'll go in and set that as true or false. If you wanted to go in and show a header, then you'll use that attribute and set a value to it, such as, let's say, show header. With autocomplete, I'm just going to drop down and hit enter, and then it shows me that I have the option of true or false, and I could set true or false. And we're going to do a lot more exercises on that, but this is basically where it goes. A nice area to kind of visit is to click on the component references, and that's kind of the library that it's going to help us know a little bit more about the different components that are available to us and how to use them as well, in addition to the labs that we're going to be working on. This ends the lab, and thank you very much.
On behalf of the IT is Fantastic family, thank you, and please do not hesitate to contact us via Facebook, LinkedIn, our website, or email with any of your IT questions or concerns, whether technical questions, training, staffing, development, or outsourcing. We're more than happy to attend to your inquiries, and thank you.